Pokemon trainers. Welcome to episode 101 of the Gotta Watch 'Em All podcast. We're bringing together trainers from every corner of Pokemon fandom before watching along with an episode of Pokemon the series, starting all the way back at episode 1. But today we're going to be watching episode 101, Charizard Chills. Gotta Watch 'Em All is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Tuesday, July 14th, 2020. I'm one of your hosts, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam, hello. How are you? What's up?
Hey, it's your birthday.
Hey, it's my birthday today. I'm 18 years old.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not.
Now you can buy your first pack of Pokemon cards.
No, I am old. So, yeah, it's my birthday. No big deal. I'm not a big, like, it's my birthday weekend or my birthday week or my birthday month or my birthday day. I'm just like, yeah, I stopped caring about that when I hit 30, and then when I hit 40, it was like, yeah, don't remind me. So it is what it is. But yeah, no, it's good, man. Had a good day today.
Well, I sent you something, so be on the lookout for that.
Thank you.
It is Pokemon related.
That. Thank you. That's very nice. I had a Slurpee today. I do that every year for my birthday. Get myself a nice big Slurpee. I live large, man. I gotta go. Sometimes I go all out, treat myself. Make it rain,
what is that? Like
sugar
99 cents?
Bro, it was like $1.89 because I got the giant one.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, it was really good. You got to go 95% Coca-Cola Slurpee, around 5% cherry Slurpee at the very top. That's how I roll. That's how I do it every time.
Well, there you go. You get.
But we're not here to talk about Slurpees. Okay. We're here to talk about Pokemon, and we do have some news this week. We've got a bunch of helpful hints for the Isle of Armor, like the Cram O Matic and tutor moves. We're getting a really cool article that Pokemon.com put together, showcasing some of the stuff that you're going to want to pay attention to in the DLC. This is a big one. I know Adam is ridiculously excited about it. We probably should have started recording about 10 minutes ago, but he couldn't stop talking about it.
This is
Raid
true.
battles coming to the TCG. Actually, they're here. So this is, no one saw this coming. Absolutely out of control, completely fresh, completely new, completely different, a whole new way to play the TCG. Very, very exciting stuff. We have power rankings for the Players Cup so far in TCG and VG. So we'll talk about that. We'll see what Pokemon and decks are on top in each format. We have a whole ton of new items from the Pokemon Center. More than they usually do at once. Sometimes they'll do a clothing drop and they might have 10 pieces or 15 pieces at the most. This is like, I don't know. It's like 30 pieces. It's crazy. There's just so many new things, and there's a lot to go through, but we'll talk about a couple different things. And then finally, we'll do our anime rewatch of episode 101, Charizard Chills. But we'll start with the Isle of Armor tips that Pokemon.com put together. And it's an exceptionally helpful article. It gathers up just some things to help assist you in the journey through the Isle of Armor expansion. And while there's a ton of different things that they do mention in the article, what we're going to look at is 3 specific ones that I thought were particularly valuable if you're making your way through the expansion. So first of all, we have the Cram O Matic. Now, the Cram O Matic is Master Mustard's son's invention, which is like this robot Cramorant that looks absolutely hilarious. And it allows you to drop in 4 items, and it'll ultimately transform those into a different item and spit it out. Now, there's a million different recipes, like what items you could put in to get what items out. Cerebi.net was kind enough to put together a really nice recipe list for us. I'll link to that in the description. There's an absolute ton of items that you can create, and even create different types of Pokeballs, which I thought was really cool. So just pay attention to that list. If you're looking for specific items, it's all there on Cerebi, link in the description. The next tip is the ability to get non-native forms of Pokemon from Galar. So if you find a trainer that's looking for Galarian forms of Meowth, Ponyta, or Mr. Mime, you can trade them. Oh, I messed that up. If you find a trainer looking for Galarian forms of Meowth, Ponyta, and Mr. Mime, you can trade those to him and end up getting the Alolan forms of those Pokemon, which you cannot get in Galar. So this is a cool way to bring those Pokemon into the Sword and Shield experience. That's pretty neat. They're not available anywhere else in the game, so if you want those Alolan forms, this is the only place to get it. And then finally, there's another tip that it takes place in the Workout Sea. There's an island, and you meet someone named Lady Clear. Now, for 10 Armorite ore, she will clear your Pokemon's base stats. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but depending on the type of Pokemon that your party Pokemon interact with and defeat, that's going to influence their base stats. So if you're really looking to specifically spec out and build a Pokemon's stats to your exact desired, spec out, you have to be really aware of this. Now, you could normally use vitamins to kind of influence this and, manipulate them and get them there, but that could be a real pain. So going to see Lady Clear, just spending the Armorite ore, you can wipe them down to the base and start fresh. So it's really good if you have like a good IV Pokemon, but its base stats are kind of funky. You can use this ability to just clean things up and then spec it out exactly how you want.
That's really helpful.
It's super helpful. And like the vitamins, it's not, you could buy the vitamins, you could, it's not terribly difficult, but it's a tedious task. So this just makes it super easy, much easier to just spend the ore and call it a day. And there's a bunch of other tips that are on the page. I'll put the link in the description. Just make sure you check them all out. But I really liked the fact that Cerebi put together a list of the Cram O Matic. I like the fact that you can get Alolan Pokemon into Galar. And I love that if you're trying to do something competitive or you want to just have a nice clean slate to build your Pokemon stats off of, you could just meet Lady Clear in the Workout Sea, and boom, you're all good to go. So really cool article on Pokemon.com. Link in the description. All right, Adam. I know you're excited. I know you're excited to talk about this.
My watch is going off. I am.
All right.
I am turning
tell
my
us,
Pokemon
please. Tell us all about it.
Throwing it behind me and making it dynamo. Oh. We're talking about raid battles.
Yes.
So this
in the TCG. This is crazy.
Came out of absolutely nowhere. It is I think this is just what we all wanted from the V cards when we first saw them announced at Worlds. And this is what we assumed it was. And I wish they could I don't know, I hope that this comes to competitive TCG in some sort of play. Maybe it won't, maybe it will. But what this is a 4-person cooperative game. And they have it like laid out as it's like a board, and you aim to take down one single Dynamax or VMAX Pokemon. But depending on the power level of the Pokemon that you choose, it changes the hit points and the attacks of the said raid boss. It seems like this is part of Pokemon's like response to people having to stay indoors and nobody able to go to events. And, it really makes it, because it's all built around playing online. Like they give you a Zoom background with 4 different trainers, like kind of shadowed in. So you can
it's like player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4. Like makes it real easy. Yeah.
And then with the online client that they have, you can literally run and like shuffle like because the raid boss has its own deck, and then there's also cheer cards. And if you're just doing a quick Zoom call, you can have everybody like have their 2 Pokemon and battle and take turns, and you can adjust the damage done to it. You can, draw as many cards as you need to for the raid boss. This really is them trying to get people to interact with other trainers. And I absolutely love it.
I'm really surprised that this isn't what they did with the Battle Academy. Like, I understand the Battle Academy was designed to get people to play the TCG proper, like the actual TCG game. But this just seems like such a perfect standalone board game experience.
This would be so much better if this blows Academy out of the water. But I understand, like, both of them have their place. But
it's cooperative. That's what's funky about it. It's cooperative. So there's no, like you're trying to all win. It's not like one person out of the 4 is the winner. It's you either all win or all lose.
Right. And that depends. You could bring a tag team GX, but if that Gigantamax Pokemon or Dynamax Pokemon takes you out, That's 3 prizes that they take, and they only need to take down 4. So it's very
so cool.
strategic. Like, you actually need to be strategic. And like I said, if depending on the attacks of your Pokemon that you choose, because you choose the highest attack from each Pokemon that you have, not the bench Pokemon, just whatever the highest is on both of your Pokemon together, like whichever one is the highest, you add those all up, and then that determines the raid boss, like hit points and stuff that you have to face, just so it makes it challenging. So basically anything around 230 or lower, you're basically done for. It's not going to work. And it's
a complete different set of rules. You don't even have a deck. You don't have a bench. You bring 2 cards.
There's no energy.
Yeah, there's no energy. You literally just bring 2 cards, and they put together like this 3 or 4 minute video that walks through the entire process of playing. I'll link to it in the description, so you can see exactly how everything lays out. They give you the PDFs and everything to download and print out. They have that online client. I know, it's so cool. And it gives you everything. So, Adam, I'd imagine you guys are going to dig into this on Special Conditions this week?
Yes. Yeah, honestly, right after we're done recording this, we're recording Special Conditions, and this is going to be the highlight. And I definitely want to get the community involved. So if you're in our Discord, definitely at me, and we will record some games or have some games. We'll figure it out. I definitely want to do this as much as possible.
Because I'm excited, man.
Because they're only going to, like, if you look at I looked at the printouts, but it says 1 and 2 for like the Pikachu and the Dreadnought Dynamax that they have. So it means that like there's gonna be more. They're numbered.
Yeah.
And you know what that means. When they use numbers, there's more.
When they use numbers, that makes people want the higher numbers and want the others. So it's.
And I hope that they print these cards.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like, imagine if they actually make a set
as promos in product, but it's like we can physically use them. You know what I mean?
And,
that's what I want.
And it's like, obviously, though, they're in it. Like, the cards that you bring as the attacker of that G-Max Pokemon or whatever, those are standard TCG cards. The boss that you're battling, though, it's a proprietary thing. So sure, they could do it as a promo card, but that promo, those cards won't apply to standard, expanded, normal formatting of the TCG. It would be like the only way you could use this card is in raid battle. So
right. Well, the raid bosses have like attack 1, 2, or 3, so they don't even have the ability to be played, and then they're much larger than your normal standard TCG set size.
It's very cool. It's very, very cool. Very unique, and I just love when companies, especially the Pokemon Company, is able to like keep something in their back pocket and just drop it on us without it getting ruined by leakers.
Yeah, because this is something
it's so hard to do.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
We didn't see this on the on like their direct, or not the direct. What was it called?
The presents.
The presents. But like, thank you so much, Pokemon, for not spoiling this.
Well, dude, but I
think it deserved a presents, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, look, let's see how it goes. Like, because the TCG isn't typically something that's covered in presents. Presents is typically a video game thing. The directs are a video game thing. So the TCG has never really had that. So it'll be interesting to see how they pursue this. And I'd imagine, based on like, they'll be able to see how many people are downloading the rules. They're going to be able to see how many people are downloading the client. I just think that this is a very, very cool way. And for us, it's going to be phenomenal to get the community
interact
involved.
With the community. Yeah, exactly.
And just do like Zoom calls and have this going. So definitely check out our Patreon if you want to join our Discord. The Discord is going to be kind of the hub for us organizing all of this stuff. So definitely check that out. I'm excited though, Adam. I know you are.
Yeah, and I don't know, like I just have all these like visions of like bringing other creators in and just like having a party with it, basically.
Heck yeah. No, it looks awesome. Looks absolutely awesome. Cannot wait to try.
I have everything printed out. I think tomorrow is going to be the day that we try it out. It's just timing hasn't been on my side past 2 nights, so.
Excellent. Well, I'm excited about it.
But Ken, let's talk about the Players Cup.
Okay, so Players Cup is weird, man. There's been there's people that are like really excited about it, and there's people that are like, I'm not going anywhere near it. And what I haven't, we've both said this, full disclosure, both Adam and I are typically not that far in the know on the VG side of things. You know what I mean? Like the whole video game side, we get our news like most others. We don't really experience that. I love playing and all that stuff, but competitively, I've never been in that space personally. So it's really hard for me to know the general vibe of the community outside of what I'm seeing on social media. Now, the TCG is a little different because we play that, we experience it, we know what's going on. And on the TCG side, we came to find out a couple days after they started the Players Cup that this wasn't necessarily a level playing field, which prior to the Players Cup happening, we were excited. We were like, man, this is going to be great. It's a level playing field. Everyone's got a shot. And then kind of what it turned into was you needed tournament tickets within a TCG, which is like one of the proprietary currencies of the TCGO.
Yep.
To enable to play games that would count towards your rank. So if you had a low amount of tickets, you were at a big disadvantage. And someone like me, I've got tons of tickets because I would just never really play in tournaments. I just let those things build up. Now, I'm not really engaging in the Players Cup, but if I were to, I would be able to play a lot and get my points in and get more wins in, and that would help me in the rankings. So, Adam, before we recorded, you mentioned like even some top level players on the physical TCG side, like Azul, said they're not even messing with the Players Cup because they just don't
we don't have any info on it. Like there was hey, if you have one ticket, you join the tournament. Because you join, you get 1 point. You win a match, you get 2 additional points. You get first place, you get this many points. Like there was no like structure given to us for us to even like see what was going on. So that's where the disconnect is.
Right. But I mean, either way, there's been a ton of activity, which is still a good thing. So I'm not like completely down and out on the Players Cup. I just think that this was the first time they did this. We knew that there was going to be bumps in the road, and there's definitely bumps in the road. But
yeah, I was excited at first, discouraged very quickly.
Yeah. But the power rankings, if you're not familiar with this, are lists that Pokemon puts together that kind of is a cumulative thing of all the Pokemon that are used in a specific play Pokemon format. So TCG or the VG saying like, hey, during this leg of the season or during this tournament, these are the most popular Pokemon used, and you can kind of see what the meta is based on usage. So we have, to date, the VG Power Rankings for Players Cup and the TCG Power Rankings for Players Cup. So I'll go through the VG stuff, and then, Adam, you could run through the TCG.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
All right. The number one Pokemon, I love this, Amoonguss is the number one Pokemon in the Players Cup VG rankings, which is super cool.
That sounds about right.
I know, right?
It's always something from left field.
It's at the top of the charts because it's an amazing supporter. It has moves like Rage Powder. It protects your partner Pokemon and then puts your opponents to sleep, which then allows your partner not only to be protected by your Rage Powder, but also be able to, do well against the opponent and strike when the other one's asleep. So very, very cool combination of support. Number 2 combination they put here, Politoed and Kingdra. Now, this was like a good team a while ago in the VG. So I remember seeing this a long time ago, but they're back. They're back together. And this combo works super well because of Politoed's supportive moves like Icy Wind, Helping Hand, even Encore, which work hand in hand and reinforce Kingdra's swift swim ability, which just makes it super fast. So this combination has done super well in the Players Cup. And then finally, the third one they list here is Cinderace. Now, I love this because Cinderace is coming in due to its hidden ability, Libero, however you want to say it. This just came out. This was part of the Pokemon Home promotion that when you transfer to Pokemon, you could then get these hidden ability starters. So a month ago, this type of Cinderace, this spec'd out Cinderace didn't even exist. So the fact that it just came out and it's at the top of the the power rankings is super, super cool. And what that ability does is it changes Cinderace's type to match whatever moveset it has. So no matter what kind of move it's using, it always has stab bonus. So it just gives Cinderace an amazing advantage. Even if you have some really funky movesets on it, you always have that benefit of stab. So you're always putting out a solid amount of damage. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, it's really
that's unique.
And then the article goes on to talk about other Pokemon like Indeedee and Terrakion and Whimsicott. Rillaboom is up there. Urshifu is up there. Again, another Pokemon that's only been around about a month. And Porygon 2, which I know a lot of people have success with using. So very, very cool to see Amoonguss at the top. I love the fact that Cinderace with the hidden ability and Urshifu are in this list also, because those are brand new Pokemon that just came out, and that just means that people are experimenting and getting to know these Pokemon and use them right away from the day they come out. So very, very cool. Adam, why don't you run through the TCG?
All right, so looking at the TCG, the clear winner, or well, not the clear winner, but I mean the clear favorite out of every single deck here is Dragapult VMAX, which is the deck that trainer Tord Reckliffe used in the deck for the Players Cup Kickoff International. And it's notorious for spreading damage and big plays. And it's just an all around awesome card.
It's exciting. I've seen this deck played, and it can swing like, I don't know, 4 prize swings. Like it's just a nasty deck. It's pretty awesome.
And then you have the Zacian V deck, which has been popular since Zacian V came out. But now the new Orangaroo, Jirachi Prism Star, and Mr. Mime help grief your opponent. So they take like that extra cheeky prize.
Yep.
And then the third deck, which is on everybody's radar, is Pikachu and Zekrom, the tag team deck. Everybody's been playing it for a long time. And then with the addition of Dedenne, the Trainer Toolkit, Dedennes were more prevalent. The Battle Arena decks, those all, like the whole entire deck for it has been basically given to players, so that it would make sense why this was in the top 3, because a lot of people have these cards now.
Well, I think so especially too
easily accessible.
I'm sorry, man, but like the way that people that played the physical game didn't necessarily have their decks built out in the TCG. You know what I mean? Like, so the fact that these Battle Arena decks came out and all of a sudden they were able to have a complete deck, it just made it very easy for physical card players to have that complete deck experience in the TCGO, because it was given to you on a code card, pretty much.
Right.
Here's
all
the deck on a
Jirachis that you're
platter.
missing because nobody will trade them on TCGO. Boom. There you go.
Yep.
The Dedennes you needed. Boom. Here's the toolkit.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's been nice that Pokemon has given us those products to, make an even playing field. And then it does show 2 other decks, like Blacephalon and Spiritomb. We've covered those before. They're both brutal decks, and that's all there is to say. There's a top 5 list for a reason.
Yeah, I like the Blacephalon deck. I think that, what is that move called? Fire Circus or something like that?
Yep.
It's something like, it's such a cool dynamic in that deck. And I just think it's kind of cool that Pikachu Zekrom, we know that it's a popular deck, but seeing it do well and use so much it adds to the accessibility of the TCGO, because just so many people can get their hands on that deck and use it. So it's very, very cool. And I think there's a lot of flexibility there too, that you can kind of customize it and make that deck your own while still retaining the main mechanics of the Pika-ROM.
Right, like a lot of people are adding the Bolton V from Rebel Clash. So it's like, if you're buying Rebel Clash and you have that one card in your PTCGO, like, boom, add that to the deck.
All right, one more quick thing before we take a break. Pokemon Center. This is, we talk about the Pokemon Center a lot, and, sometimes it'll be like, hey, there's a new gallery figure, or there's a new Funko, or there's a new plush, and a couple new t-shirts. But I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the new releases on Pokemon Center, Adam, but there's a lot. Like, I mean,
Well, I think they realize that, school's coming back around and they want every single kid or parent that's dropping off their kids in Pokemon gear, period. So,
and they also want all the people that turned 43 today to buy themselves presents. Dude, I bought a lot, but it's very, very cool stuff. Now, I don't know, maybe like a year ago, we talked about these destination posters that came out showing I guess it was around when Sun and Moon came out, but it showed like travel agency style posters of all the different regions. Really, really neat. Very good looking posters. And now they're back, but they've added Galar, which is super cool because they just look amazing. I want these. I want to frame them. Whenever I get my new office, it's like I kind of want to deck them out with this. Very, very neat. 8 posters, $40. Definitely a sweet deal. Then we have a ton of clothing. And when I mean a bunch of clothing, ton of clothing.
Like almost 3 pages worth.
And it's not like here's a design and then you can get it as a t-shirt, a tank top, and a hoodie and a jacket. It's like all different designs, like tons of new designs, different style graphic tees. Some are loud, some are subtle. There's button-up shirts that are like phenomenal. Hawaiian shirts.
Running Pikachu sports jersey.
Yes.
So gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous. Really, really good.
It's gorgeous, really gorgeous.
I think my favorite of the clothing bunch though is the T-shirt with Pikachu riding on the back of Corviknight. He looks so super awesome. He's kind of like just loving life. Love that design. I'm definitely picking that up. We also see some cool lifestyle items like outdoor chairs, like folding chairs. Really, really neat. We have an awesome Outdoors with Pokemon, that cool series that came out like a couple weeks ago. A new camper backpack, just looks stunning. And it's just a ton of stuff. Make sure you check out Pokemon Center and just click on new releases so you can see everything. And like Adam said, it's like 3 or 4 pages. So there's just so incredibly diverse and so much product. You're bound to find something that you're into there. So definitely just check that out. But Adam, I think that's enough for the news. We're ready to take a little break and come back and watch this episode. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. We'll be back right after this. And we are back from our break. Thanks so much for that. It was a good one.
It was a great one.
It was a good one. It was good. But a little housekeeping to get into before the back half of the show. Just a reminder that this podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And like we said earlier, if you want to get down with the TCGO tournaments that we do every month, and you want to check out the, getting into these raid battles with the TCG, definitely check out our Patreon. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we definitely want community involvement. But if Patreon isn't your thing, there's still a couple other ways you can help us out. You can, if you're listening on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. We would appreciate it. Also, our merch store is live on our website, PokemonProfessor.com/merch. All right, Adam, Charizard Chills. This episode is Adventures in the Orange Islands, episode 49. Getting up there now. The original air date in Japan was July 22nd, 1999, as episode 105, and is currently episode 101 in the U.S. lineup, originally airing September 2nd, 2000. So, just about 20 years old. So it's pretty cool how we're progressing through all these episodes. But episode 49 in the Orange Islands, we're making our way through, man. We're making our way through. And if you remember, Ash has 3 badges already. He only needs 4 for the Orange League. So we're getting there. We're absolutely getting there. But if you are ready, man, we can start this up. And just remember, folks, when we start the episode, we're just going to skip the intro song and just pick it up right at the drop, just so we don't have to worry about getting claimed on YouTube, because it's notorious with this intro song. But Adam, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get this going in 3, 2, 1, Go.
Today,
all right, we got battle music. We got the battle
and
music.
they're on Lapras.
I know. Oh. Hey, look at that. I just said they had 3 badges.
What's that?
Adam, did you notice that he usually they're on the, aren't they on his left jacket side, and then that was on the right side?
Yep.
I know Adam's always looking for errors.
That was a close call.
I don't think it's funny. You could have hurt my Togepi. Now
Oh my goodness,
apologize.
Misty.
I know.
Put it back
I'm
in the
sorry.
backpack.
Please don't be mad. It makes that pretty face of yours look like a tentacruel.
A tent?
So this dude like thinks he's taking a dig at Misty, and then she takes it as like this ultimate compliment.
Huh?
Misty is
It's hard to believe.
Misty is getting it from all angles the past couple episodes.
Misty, I think this guy is one of those people.
You must be Ash.
You tell him. You
Hey,
tell
Ash,
him.
my name's Tad.
Huh.
You just earned yourself a badge.
Lapras is
Over
like
the gym, didn't you?
calmly moving as fast as the boat is.
Yeah, right? The boat was just speeding.
Charizard, chill.
It's always exciting knowing Charizard's coming out because it's always
I was at the
hilarious.
Trovita gym after you. I
So
overheard the
it
gym
just
leader
cuts to them and they're
mention
like
your
in the
name.
boat, like they're just
He
like, all
said
right, we
you
trust you,
used
man.
Your power to win.
That's what you use when you
They
don't have
10-year-old
You're not
kids,
supposed
man.
to- you're not
They've
supposed to
never.
Trust strangers.
You know, I like to battle strong Pokemon trainers who know
I
what
love
they're doing.
the
And from
window,
what I
the
heard
front
back
window
on
of the boat
Trovita
because it has like
Island,
the
you fit that
Pokemon or the
description.
Pokeball
So,
kind of cut
Ash,
out. Looks cool.
Why don't you and I have a match?
What do you say, muscle man?
I did not notice that the first time I watched this.
Okay,
Yeah, there you
Dad,
go.
I accept.
Great. We'll land on this island up ahead and
Yeah, it's
battle
like you're in my
there.
boat. Come over here. I'm gonna fight you.
Look, there's a boat coming.
What kind
How on earth is Team Rocket here?
We came here.
They're always like 1 or 2 steps ahead.
It's
Oh, you
And
know
it's
what?
like-
We didn't mention Team Rocket in Pokemon Go. Team Rocket has come to Pokemon Go. Check out Lured Up to talk about that.
Oh yeah, yep.
No sweat. Ash sure is confident.
This Tad says he likes powerful Pokemon. I wonder which one he's gonna use.
He looks. This dude looks like. He looks like rough. Like I don't know. I
If
think
we
I'd
win
be
this first
intimidated of
one,
this
we'll have
guy.
the advantage.
Yeah, he's got that like
Okay.
80s
An
punk look.
electric type.
Yeah.
Then I'll choose you.
So I love this Poliwrath because it's like the old design of Poliwrath with the big belt.
Yeah, I had to do a double take. I was like, why is he darker? But he's not really necessarily darker.
But it's like the Dex. It shows it
Back home, they have a competition to find the
Like,
trainer with the strongest Pokemon.
without
Normal.
the belt on.
Poliwrath beat every Pokemon around. That's the championship belt.
Look at his
Why is he using
championship
the
belt,
water
dude.
element
It's like a
like
wrestler.
Poliwrath
I love it.
against an electric element like Pikachu.
Be careful, Ash. This
So,
might be some kind of trick.
This is kind of. I think this has only come up once before on any episode where they're kind of questioning the Pokemon's typing.
It doesn't stand a chance against electric.
But we see Ash here kind of like
Pikachu!
thinking that he's in an advantage situation because of the typings. But clearly the Poliwrath is prepared for this. And dude, double team is a crazy move. It's a very intimidating move.
Right, because then it's like so many of them appear where they're always attacking the wrong one. Always.
But it's like it's not even double team. It's like
Now,
quintuple team or more.
yeah, double team just increases your
You would think too.
evasiveness.
It's like, sorry Pikachu, you're done. You're done, son.
Water gun attack.
And I love how the water gun comes out of the championship belt.
Yep.
Pikachu!
This
Rex
guy's
Pikachu.
smart. Instead of going head-to-head with power attacks, he let Pikachu use its energy up and then lowered the boom.
Tad and this
like cool
Poliwrath
background
must be
image
pretty
there.
experienced
Oh, I
to
know,
do
right?
something
It was like
that.
fire,
There's no
ice.
challenge in just matching up the Pokemon by their elements, but there's a lot to be said for the element of surprise.
So he's
If you
like
surprises,
pretty
you'll
much
love this.
just
My secret weapon.
flexing on Ash right now, saying like,
Charizard!
doesn't matter that my Pokemon is off typing for the matchup. He's just that good. So Ash is like, all right, two can play this game. I'm pulling out Charizard.
Well, it's all over.
Oh, Misty is so cute here. Yeah, she's just like, oh,
Don't worry,
it's
guys.
over.
Charizard's not gonna do anything.
Get some, Ash.
He's like, darn tootin', I'm
Ash,
not.
That thing isn't even trained yet. Are you sure that's the Pokemon you want to use?
I love
Sure,
it.
I'm sure.
And I like that
Dude.
Tad called him out too.
Charizard!
Ash doesn't care though, man. He doesn't give up on Charizard.
You'll never get into the Orange League using a Pokemon like that, Ash.
What do you mean?
It may be powerful, but you can't control it.
Great.
Come on, Charizard!
It's like, I'll show
Get
you.
back here.
I know he burns
I
me
need
every
you in
single
this
episode.
battle.
This is pathetic. I guess I'll have to show
Getting
you how
called
a
out.
real power Pokemon wins a battle.
Man.
Poliwrath, water gun.
There's your typing. Up.
But wait,
Charizard is tough
Charizard's
though,
also
man.
dragon.
Yeah, right.
Charizard?
In his mind.
Are you gonna battle now?
Looks tough though. Yeah, he's gonna burn you again, dude.
This is getting interesting.
Come on, Charizard. We're friends, right?
So yeah,
Let's show
it's
this
like,
guy with...
look at this, dude. It's so great. Like Charizard
Charizard's
cannot
not
stand
listening at all.
Ash. He's just like, get out of my face.
Charizard would get better, but it seems like it's getting worse.
Charizard, please. Why can't
Oh,
we just
Ash.
battle together as a team?
Why can't we be friends?
And then he like straight up on his own torches the Poliwrath, and the Poliwrath is just like, dude, I'm water type.
He's like, that did
Its
nothing.
attack power is pretty impressive. But even that flamethrower
Uh-huh.
won't stop Poliwrath.
Charizard, listen. You have to use some other kind of attack now.
He's like, no, I'm just gonna keep flaming this dude in the face.
Charizard, try a Mega Punch.
He's like, nope.
I
No,
know,
Ash.
it's just great. He's just not listening at all.
Charizard, that won't work. Try something else.
He's not listening, Ash. Oh no.
Oh my god, that.
I guess it's time to end this
I know, it's the best.
Poliwrath, Ice Beam attack.
I think this is the first time we see Ice Beam. It's pretty cool how they animate it.
Looks like a solar beam.
Yeah, right? The Charizard's like, oh, that hurt a lot. That was really bad.
Charizard.
And I like the fact that it didn't cover his tail.
Charizard, hang on. I'll get you out
Well,
of there.
you know, they don't want to kill Charizard.
Poor Charizard.
Right, and that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, that's like a nod to the Charmander episode.
Poliwrath, return.
Like they expect you to know that.
Yeah.
Charizard, are you okay? Charizard, just hang in there.
I'd be glad to have a
It's-
rematch, Ash.
It's kind of like,
when you learn to handle that thing.
yeah, see, it's like the whole progression of Ash not giving up on Charizard, Charizard putting Ash through the ringer constantly,
The twerp lost the match.
Charizard then
Well, I
not
certainly
following
know how
Ash's
that
orders
feels.
and then pay the
Hey,
ultimate
guys,
price. You
those
know what I
kids
mean?
will
Like
be
the
stuck
thing
here
is
while they
wrecked.
try to defrost that Charizard. Come on, this is the chance we've been waiting for.
And now Meowth is ready
Let's
to
get to work.
pounce, literally take advantage of this.
You'll be okay.
So all of this scene
warm
here
up,
is
Charizard.
pretty, I don't know, man. It's like you see the flame going down, and it's like, it's just interesting the way Ash handles Charizard here.
It doesn't bother me. Why
Like
don't you
literally
take a rest
rubbing
for a
his
while,
hands
Pikachu?
raw. Pikachu should just shock him. that'll keep him
I mean, it
warm.
works on Ash.
Gotta make sure Charizard is gonna be all right, Pikachu.
So we slowly see Charizard. He's weak. He's struggling, but he's kind of giving Ash the eye, like get off me. Like still doesn't trust Ash at all.
Settle down.
Hold it.
But Ash needs help.
You
And
gotta
I
rest.
think why Tracy like just held back Misty was because he knows that these two really need to work this out.
Charizard.
And then Charizard literally has just nothing left. No fuel in the tank, literally and figuratively.
Who's that Pokemon?
That's Pikachu.
Yes, that's Weedle. It's Metapod. Oh, no, it's
Oh.
Caterpie.
It's Meltan.
Jeez, they always get me.
You'll be okay, Charizard.
Yeah,
No, I
don't
love
worry,
the
we'll get you warmed up,
the
Charizard.
new Journeys ones
Charizard's
because they don't
still
actually
Yeah, yeah.
say what Pokemon they are.
Yeah, but it's like a little puzzle piece.
I'll
Like
go
you
for
only
some
see
more
like a
fire.
weird little
Great,
segment.
thanks.
Oh,
I'll
my
get the
my son
blanket
is
from
so
the
good at it though.
backpack.
Good.
But I'm always like,
that's
it's
a
Pikachu because
tail.
literally it's Pikachu.
It's a Pikachu. So
You better massage
I would
Charizard to
think
the
that
blanket.
if
Your
I was a
hands will be
kid,
rubbed raw.
obviously every kid in the world loves Charizard, right?
Maybe.
So
But if
I'd
can
be
help
pretty
Charizard get
concerned
better
at this
faster,
point.
I don't
You know what I
care.
mean? Like, Charizard's like not doing well, and the flame is kind of like, I don't know, does not look strong. But what I like about this is they set the mood so incredibly well with the
Charizard
music
feels a
here.
little
It's
warm.
really cool.
But
How sad Pikachu is.
come on, Charizard, you can't let your flame go out.
Is
So
there
they
no
call that
Pokemon?
back.
There's no Pokemon Center on this island.
It's a
I
lake.
know, right? Charizard's like, but like, check out the music. Just listen to the subtleness of the music. Like, Charizard clearly doesn't have his strength yet,
Charizard, you shouldn't try to get up yet.
but I just think it's
After
scored
you warm
so
up a
well
little
here.
more, you can do whatever you want to do. You'll be strong enough to fly around. You can even use your flamethrower on me. But for now, you gotta take it easy.
Oh, that's so
funny.
nice of
It's-
him.
I know, it's like such a funny line.
Pikachu. It looks like Charizard is feeling better. That's good. It's still cold.
Just take it easy, Charizard.
So,
we'll
the-
put some
it's-
more wood on the fire.
They should just set Charizard on fire.
Here, have some cocoa.
Right? Like, why isn't the fire like on
Yo,
his
where's
tail?
Tracy get the hot chocolate from? She give Charizard some of the hot chocolate.
Look, Charizard, I may not be the greatest trainer in the world. Sometimes I don't do the smartest things, and I make lots of mistakes. But I always
It's
try to
always
do my
when, like,
best, and I know I'm
A
getting
Pokemon
better.
isn't doing well,
I
that
think
Ash kind of
we've been
like
together since
opens
you were a
up.
Charmander, and then when you evolved into Charmeleon.
He's like, I'm
And all I
actually an
wanna do is
adult.
be
I'm
good
not
enough
only
for
10,
you,
I'm
so
an
we
adult-
can
I'm an
battle
adult.
side by side as a team.
But tomorrow I'm gonna be a kid.
But he's like, dude, we've been through so much. He's like, don't give up. Now here comes, yeah, there you go. There's your throwback to the scene with the original tail. Don't let it go out.
Exactly.
Charmander listened. And as soon as he evolved to Charmeleon, that's when he started like adolescence and didn't really listen anymore. But the music here is phenomenal. It's so good. It's very cinematic. Like the scoring is very cinematic. So we're starting to see Charizard recover. Its tail and its the flame on its tail starts getting bigger.
And the whole squad is rubbing him through the blanket. The little
Listen to the
Pikachu.
music. It's so dramatic. Like the drums come in. It's like reminds me of like a, I don't know, like a serious scene in a kung fu movie or something like that.
Yep. Charizard's just like, yes, keep
Oh,
rubbing my
he's
back.
recovering. Yes, he's like that feels good. A little to the
And-
left.
oh, they have 4 campfires around him. Okay. That makes things a little better.
That's well. Tracy and Misty were gathering wood. Oh, look! You can see the look on Charizard's face. He's like, "My man." Oh yeah.
Oh, shows
Oh,
his
yeah.
tail.
Rubbing really worked.
He's like, "Didn't you say I could use my flame on you, Ash? Let me just burn you for fun."
What's that?
So
Well, Tad, what are you doing first off?
I know, right? Like, what's Tad doing? The drill machine, the famous Team Rocket drill machine. We haven't seen this in a long time.
Ash, what's going on? Huh?
What is Team Rocket's budget? Because they always like, no matter how bad they are, we need to defund Team Rocket. Like, how is this a worthy investment for Giovanni? Like they're
Yeah,
just putting so
sometimes
much
they're-
money into them.
Sometimes they're just putting like band-aids on their Magikarp ship. You know?
No, man, now they got this new like subterranean drill.
And it just eats Pikachu, and then magically it's in the center square.
A shockproof box.
Captured at last. Now that we finally got Pikachu, nothing can possibly go wrong.
I love how you hear like the echoey boom on Jesse and James' voice because they're inside this thing. It's cool.
Well, that's the best part. It makes you feel like they're actually in there, you know?
We'll never catch him now.
They won't get away from me.
Tell him,
No, it's
Ash.
too dangerous. dangerous.
Oh, snap. Love it, dude. I love it. And I like how they animate this and they show, like, in the dark, so they're kind of, like, grayed and blued out. It's so cool.
Success at last.
And even though
And
it's
I like how
this powerful
Charizard can
drill,
fly in the tunnel.
yeah, but it's still pedal powered.
Their feet must be wicked strong.
Don't sleep on
Use your
Charizard.
flamethrower, you'll burn up Pikachu. Do you think you can break that drill?
It's like, watch me. Hiya!
He's like, high jump kick. I didn't even know that move.
Oh, the shockproof box. Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's like, don't worry about
even-
getting glass in your mouth.
Did it, Charizard.
even the vocals from Pikachu in the box.
Couldn't we win just
Yeah, like
once?
muted.
Yeah, that was man. They got their stuff together.
Yeah, no, it's good sound design. It's good. From the music to the VO, it's really good.
Look.
Yo, that's pretty serious. That's some serious, like, you're about to die if you get hit with this. Decapitate you with a buzzsaw. But now that Charizard sees, like, Ash hurt, it's like, he has that moment like, yo, this dude just nursed me back to health. Like, that's it. The famous Charizard pose.
Man, the audio on this episode just in its
great, right?
entirety, epic.
Rage, one of Charizard's most powerful attacks. Rage attack
So we
usually
saw
has
the
a
eyes light up.
devastating
You
effect
see
on its
Charizard
opponent.
in this stance, and it's the rage attack, and
Can't believe it.
he's pretty much teaching himself moves just out of anger. It's like this molten fireball just literally destroys their whole drill press tank thingy and sends them on their way. Bye-bye.
Charizard, you're the hottest and the coolest.
Oh,
That was
nice
a great
one, Ash.
line. It was a great line, dude.
That was so awesome, guys.
The hottest and the coolest.
Well, Ash, it looks like Charizard is finally on your side.
Yeah, I think we're gonna make a great team.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but don't
Congratulations,
forget,
Thanks, Dad.
you told me that I
Thanks a
could
lot.
flamethrower you.
I still owe you
Let's
one.
do a rematch. If you're ready, let's have it now.
It's like, I know you totally just fought Team Rocket and your Charizard just got
Okay,
nursed back to
we're
health,
ready.
but
Come on, Charizard.
Let me fight you
we'll
now.
win this time.
Poliwrath's been in the ball the whole time. He doesn't know what's going on with Charizard, so he must think that this is going to be a cakewalk, right?
Yes, yep. He's so
the
silly
theme
with
song
that
back.
with that belt.
The belt, I know, it's so
Go,
ridiculous.
Poliwrath, Water gun attack.
It worked.
Charizard's finally listening.
Nah, this is a cool, like,
Not bad.
I mean, it only took 101 episodes, but, you know, or however many it's been, but Charizard's finally listening, which is great, because I love when
But you're not
Charizard comes
strong
out.
enough
It's so
to beat
cool.
Poliwrath and me.
Really? Well, we'll just have to see about that, won't we,
Yeah.
Charizard?
Do it, Ash.
Charizard, Ember attack now.
Ember, that's like the weakest fire attack.
Your water gun.
He's trying to cover a big area, though.
Charizard, takedown attack.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking. You're getting smart, dude. You're getting smart. Oh, get it.
Ice beam attack.
Charizard, look out! Fly away!
So, Charizard's defense and, like, evasion here is pretty solid.
Steady and spin.
Yo, check out Charizard, dude. I love this.
Seismic toss attack.
Yes, yes. Use the seismic toss. Let's see the animation. Bring it. Yeah,
There's the
baby.
Earth.
Get
All
it.
right.
Get it. Get it. Tad's like, no.
This can't be.
Tad,
Sorry, bruh.
you wanted a fair fight. This is a fair
Time to take the
fight.
belt off, dude.
right?
He should have. Charizard should have took the belt.
We won!
That actually would be hilarious.
You were great, Ash.
You
That's it,
both
man.
were.
Charizard is in.
Ash, that was great. I hope we get to battle again in the Orange League.
Me too.
It's like, yeah, I
Though
can't
they
wait to battle you too,
in
because I can
different
beat your
places in
butt with
different
Charizard.
ways,
Just make sure
the
you bring
dream
the
of
same
all
Poliwrath.
Pokemon trainers is the same: to become a Pokemon master. Through his concern and commitment,
Oh,
That's
man,
cool
even
shot.
the waves.
Charizard's respect,
I know.
and
Cool
that
shot,
brings
man.
his dream another step closer to coming true.
This is gonna be so great now. I'm gonna beat everybody.
That's the best line.
He pushes Charizard.
Yep. They're all in the way, though.
Ash, don't
I love
get
that.
Charizard mad.
Yeah, Ash.
And thumbnail.
Don't worry.
Yeah, that animation too at the end. Love it.
So cool, man.
Don't
So
go
cool.
away. Pikachu's jukebox
So,
is next.
what'd you think?
10 out of 10 would highly recommend.
Great episode, right? Great episode.
Yeah,
I-
everything about that episode was fire.
Great animation.
including Charizard.
Great story. Great music. Great VO. Like 10 out of 10. Solid episode. We needed this, man. And something like this, I don't care that they're not doing Orange League stuff. You know what I mean? Even though that they're like, hey, maybe I'll see you again in the Orange League. But
It's progressing
great.
the story. You know, it developed the character that we've like needed development on.
Well, to be fair, the Charizard trope of not listening was getting old because it was just like every single time. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's finally, we got to see Seismic Toss, dude. That's the best move ever. It's the best to see that.
Especially
so
when you
cool.
get to see the Earth.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. I knew it was coming too. But good stuff. Well done. Episode 101. All right, Adam, I have a booster. Do you have one?
I have a Rebel Clash.
I have a Sun and Moon base.
What?
And I know, right?
You know what I saw
bought
today,
some
speaking
old-
of Charizard?
What?
My Pokemon, my Walmart has almost nothing as cards go. When I went today, they had a Shining Legends box with Raichu and like a
Really?
bunch of structure decks.
Wonder if they had like a redistributing restock or something like that.
Well, they also moved all their product down a few aisles, which is just weird. But they always have like a subsection in the toy section.
right.
I go in the toy section. They have all of these Giratina promos with like a mini binder. It's like the most awkward pack.
They probably
blister
found
thing?
like a pallet or something in the back.
Well, no, I look down and there's a new blister. It looks like, you know, Walmart put it together, and it's got a Sun and Moon base with a Rebel Clash, and then in the middle is a Charizard pin. And I was like, that's different. Although I don't need it, it's different.
Interesting.
I just happen to have
interesting.
this pack. I mean, I just saw it, and there was only one on the shelf. So
I'll have to check out Walmart, see if I can see any of that stuff. But I bought some stuff at Costco. I bought a bunch of old boxes. They had like a Gengar EX box, Shiny Tapu Koko GX box. There was a Beware box. Like, so I just picked a bunch of those up. So had some older packs. Sun and Moon base. Here we go. It's a green code card. So
you know it's good.
is it Sun and Moon base? Is it still 4 to the back or is it 3? I think it's still 4, right?
I think it's 4. Yep.
All right, here we go. Yes, Fighting Energy. Krokorok, Rainbow Energy, Charjabug, Togedemaru, Carvanha, Pick-a-Peck, Sandile, Snubble. My reverse is a Caterpie. And my rare is a non-hollow Incineroar.
Well, what'd
Adam,
you
I hope you
expect
do
from the
better.
base set?
Well, something better than a non-hollow Incineroar.
All right. I didn't actually look at my code card. I just threw it down. I've got a Water Energy, a Morpeko, Scoop Up Net, Heracross, Roly-Coly, Meditite, Grubbin, Electabuzz, Natu, and a Zamazenta Reverse Hollow.
Okay.
And my rare is a Butterfree.
Okay.
So, not bad. Not bad. But
Nothing
not
like our
good.
Trainer's Toolkits pulls that we did, which were both
no,
amazing.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, if you want to see our Trainer Toolkit pulls, thanks to tncomics.com who sent them over for us. But I did one on YouTube, so you can check out our YouTube channel, link in the description. And Adam and Josh from Special Conditions did theirs on Instagram TV, IGTV. So I have one up on YouTube. Adam and Josh have it up on Instagram. And the pulls were off the hook. Much better than
Off
today's
the
pulls
hook.
on the show. Yeah, no, they
Like,
were
there
really
was a
really
hook, and they were off of it.
They were off of it. But that's going to wrap up today's show. Thank you, everyone, for checking it out. We really do appreciate it. Please check out GottaWatchEmAll.com for everything that we have going on at the show. Check out PokemonProfessor.com for everything that's going on at the network. And you can email us, info@GottaWatchEmAll.com. You can leave us a voicemail, 732-835-8639. And Adam, if that's it, I think that's a wrap.
That is a Poke Wrap.
All right. Remember, everyone, if you can't be out there catching them all, hang out with us and watch them all. We'll see you next week.